Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, William Ruto met with the Canada Prime Minister, and after that, the Canada government offered 8.2 billion Kenyan shillings for Kenya-led Haiti mission. Now, this funding is also coming barely at a time, 3 days after US also offered 14 billion Kenyan shillings to all soldiers going to Haiti. So that tells you that these people are so much determined to take our young boys to Haiti to go and fight that war. They are much determined to take men and women in uniform to Haiti. But again, on the same, Daniel Fort, who is a former US Special Envoy to Haiti, was also reacting on the same at Aljazeera news. And according to him, he's wondering how Kenya can go and offer solution to Haiti when other bigger nations are not willing to do the same. How successful can this be? And according to him, he's clear that if US or EU or Germany or France or British do not lead the Haiti intervention mission, it will fail. That any success intervention needed to be in Haiti needed to be led by a country that is good in creating police and security capacity, not an improved third world country. So the fact is that Kenya is an improved third world country. And he goes further to ask a question. How can Kenya police provide or bring sanity to a murderous war zone when they cannot keep Nairobi safe? Wameshindwa kulinda Nairobi, just a city of their own, where they speak same language, where they come from, where they understand the terrain. They have failed to bring sanity and security. How dare do you expect them to bring peace in a war zone?
If the US or England or Germany or France or Britain or the EU do not lead such a mission, it'll fail. You can't ask the Kenyans to do it. They can't keep Nairobi safe, for crying out loud. Bangladesh, Chad, Barbados, wonderful. It's a great money-making opportunity for the countries. But to be successful, any intervention needs to be led by a country who is good at creating police and security capacity, not an unproven third world country.
Well, clearly it's an incredibly critical point at the moment for Haiti. Thank you so much, Ambassador Daniel Fort, a former special US envoy for Haiti, joining us here on Aljazeera. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Now we are continuing this particular discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Kenya is an improved third world country that can't keep Nairobi safe. Period. Hayo si maneno yangu. That one is a former US Special Envoy to Haiti. And there is truth in what he's saying. How safe is Nairobi? How sure are you that no one can snatch a phone from you when you are on the streets of Nairobi, that there is enough security? How sure are you that you cannot be robbed in Nairobi? How sure are you that you can run freely your M-Pesa in Nairobi and business without any act of robbery or violence on the streets of Nairobi? The truth is that every time you walk on the streets of Nairobi, you are worried that you can be robbed. That's why many people, hata wale wako na smartphone, wanaenda kule na simu ingine ya kawaida tu ikiibiwa ni sawa, hakuna shida. The reality. So, this question raises more issues here. The message to William Ruto is that keep Nairobi safe first before thinking of helping any other country. Keep Kenya safe. And by the way, when did they sort out the mess to do with the bandits in Baringo, Kapedo, and those places? When did they keep it safe? Kule wakina Kipchumba Murkomen, Elgeyo Marakwet. How safe is that place? We have failed to handle bandits here in Kenya. To an extent, the entire team of bandits can walk into a hospital and rescue one of their own in the hands of police and medics. Wanatoka kwa hospitali wanapeleka. Then we are saying that we can offer solution to a murderous war zone. Iyo mambo ni magumu. So that's a challenge. The question is, what is this that is pushing this administration to have this much interest in fighting this war in Haiti? Is it this kind of money, huge amount they're attracting from these other countries, like what US offered to Kenya? Now they are offering to us, all soldiers going to Haiti. Now what the Canada government is offering to Ruto? Is that their focus? Then other personal interest. Ama ni nini? That is the question. Because if you ask our own men and women in uniform, how ready are they to go and face the gangsters on the streets of Haiti? I'm sure none of them is ready to take this task. They are unwilling. Because in the normal situation, you'd find that when you have such a mission of going outside, many soldiers will be willing to go out because they know when they come back, they are well rewarded and well paid. But again, there's hope that you can come back home. But with this one, you are not sure if you will come back live. The only sure thing you can be off is that you can come back when you are not alive. Unaweza rudi kwa jeneza. Hiyo ndio hakika wako nayo. Lakini hakika ya kurudi ukiwa hai haijulikani. It cannot be predicted that you can come back live. This is a country where their own prime minister has been threatened never to step back home. That the gangsters have forced their own prime minister to resign from office, and he has done so. Then we are willing to take police officers to that war zone. The man who is speaking here, Daniel Foote, has been in Haiti as the US Special Envoy. So he understands what he's talking about. It is something he has seen with his eyes. It is something that he has witnessed. He is aware about. He knows what it means. And when he speaks to the matter of security, the level of training of police officers, he understands what he's talking about. So in terms of equipment and the level of training here in Kenya, you can't compare that to US or European Union or be it Canada, Britain. You cannot. But now you are being asked to go and sort the mess in Haiti. What is telling us here is that the men in uniform from Kenya, if they dare step their foot in Haiti, they are simply walking into their death trap. That is it. Mwende mkijua mnaingia kwa mtego wa kifo. The people who are seeing on the street knows how to use these firearms. They are well trained. They have defeated their own government. The government has a machinery. Remember, they are well armed to the tooth. Very well armed. then you are going to face them. It's a war zone. You are armed, they are armed. So it is fire for fire. How sure are you? Then they have captured close to 80% of the country. Capital city, airport, government, key security installation is in their hands. Then you think of going to fight such a war, anticipating to come victoriously. It might not happen. They are very well armed. Remember, Barbecue, their gang leader, he was a former police officer, a commander. He has trained his team. He has threatened his own prime minister. So how willing is Kenya police officers to go there? And we are questioning the speed in which this government is trying to make it possible for the police to go there. Why are they in a hurry? What is this interest they have? Why are they so much concentrated on taking officers to Haiti? Mbio ni za nini? Kuna faida gani pale? You know, why risk our own men and women in uniform when we have a big problem here back in Kenya that we are yet to sort out? The world knows that we are a third world country. Capacity of our security can't sort out such kind of a mess. But why are we going into that? Or do we want to prove now that they're saying unproven third world country? So do we want to prove? I don't know your views. But let us meet in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.